Hey everyone, this is Miss Juicy Review. I'm back with another video. This video is a little different because we're doing a dedicated live for breast cancer awareness and also domestic violence because the month of October is the awareness month for both of those. Can you hear me, Katie?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know. It's like everybody is busy tonight because everybody is on live.
I know everybody that went live.
I'm trying to keep up and be like, okay, what's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But yeah, hold on to me.
Okay.
I'll just put my phone on the thing so I can see comments and stuff like that.
Mhm.
1 minute. Goodness gracious. Well, welcome to all the subscribers that's coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I'm late. I'm sorry, y'all. I had some stuff that I had to do, and then I took a nap and overslept.
Okay. Well, it's good. You're not too late. Better late than never.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my god, I really thought it was like 10 o'clock. If I didn't get that phone call from my grandmother, I'd have been lost in the sauce.
Not too late.
All right,
Better.
all right, cool. All right, okay, 1 moment. Okay,
Hey, what's
wait
up,
for one
Dina?
more person so I can do the introductions. Also, I have on the panel with me is my lovely ladies. We call ourselves the Messy Angels. Thanks to Miss Lackey. She'll be popping in very soon. Well, to the right of me, I have Katie Talk 101, annoyingly as Dee Dee. Y'all introduce yourselves, ladies, and tell them where we can find you.
Hello, I am Katie Talk 101. You can hit me up at the page Katie Talk 101 on YouTube if you want to hear all of the breaking latest news, celebrity chat, and also YouTube gossip.
Hey y'all, it's me annoying as Didi. And you guys can check me out on YouTube, Instagram, and on my Facebook page at annoying as Didi.
Thank you, ladies, for introducing yourself. These wonderful ladies have brought me in a beautiful sisterhood fold. And what I could say is thank y'all. I love y'all. You know, we added more people to the family, y'all. Y'all know how
Love
we
you
go over
too.
here. It's like
Okay.
a big family. So yes. So also please go and subscribe to their channels. They have dope content, so you're not gonna be disappointed. So definitely go and subscribe to their channels. Waiting for Miss Lackey to come, so you just gotta
Mm,
give her a moment. But
okay.
yeah. Um, okay, okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm trying to look and maneuver. I feel so out of whack because I haven't been live in a while, so I'm still like, what's going on over here in this chat? Looking at my phone. I'm sorry. I'm all discombobulated, but I thank y'all for taking your time out to do this live with me. Uh, well, pretty much, I wanted to do this live because as I said, October is Awareness Month for breast cancer and domestic violence. Now, I lost two people to breast cancer and one to domestic violence. Now, as women, sometimes you get caught up in your everyday life that you really don't check on your health like you're supposed to. And then when you least suspect it, you find out some bad news. Also, when as far as dating wise, everyone, you think you get a Prince Charming, and next thing you know, you get a monster, a sheep a wolf in sheep clothing. So we're just gonna touch on those things and stuff like that. Also give some numbers, I guess, to call, some advice and things of that nature. What about you, Katie?
As far as breast cancer, I've never personally, like in my family, had anyone that went through any breast cancer, but like me myself, I've been through domestic violence situations, and I've witnessed people that have been through domestic violence. And like you said, when you end up in relationships like that, when you first meet them, no one's walking around with a shirt that says, "Hey, I beat women." So you never know. Some of those guys are the most charming. So I've experienced that myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's because it's like, oh, hold on. It's this messed up because you think that you're meeting somebody who's for you, and
Right.
everything
Oh,
could be going
okay.
good. Everything could be
Everything is
going
going
good,
good.
and next thing you know, it's like a snap of the finger. It's just like all things is bad, and sometimes some women are not. Some women walk away, and some women don't walk away.
Right. And I think sometimes in those situations, what makes it hard for women to walk away is most of the time it's financial situations that's holding them back from leaving. And it's something like I used to joke about it, but it's so real. But I used to say these are like lifetime type of boyfriends, like the Lifetime Network. You
Mm-hmm.
see the stories where women end up with a guy that he could be like a woman killer, he could be the man that beats women, and every time in those stories, it always starts off so lovely.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. Like, you think that you met somebody, there's someone you could build with, and then surely but true, they start showing their true side. That's why
Mm,
I always look at, when I say, as far as with anything, not just for just a relationship, as far as companionship, but any
mm,
relationship, you're always meeting that person's representative. So
mm-hmm. Oh,
they,
that's true.
they'll always try to put their best foot forward. It's just like how you would if you're doing a
A
job
job
interview
interview.
or something like that. You're not going to just be like, oh yeah, I smoke weed, I do this and stuff. No, you're going to present yourself in the best light as possible. So the person could be like, okay, I'll take my chance with you. And that's how some things is, it get messed up. That's why, it's always good to take your time to
Mm-hmm.
get to know the person, see how they are, how they interact with people, not
Mm-hmm.
just with you. Um,
Mhm. Their
yes, how
parents.
not with just your parent, but with their parent as well.
Mm-hmm.
How they treat their mother,
Mhm.
how they treat their father, how they treat a person in the street. Are they like how are they around your family member? Are they more open to, are they family oriented, like things of that nature? Because one of the signs that you tend to see with a DV situation is they try to take you away from the people that you love. That could see the
Mm-hmm.
signs from afar. So they, once you start seeing like you're not hanging around your family, you're not hanging around your friends, everything is just revolve around that person that you with. Those are those signs that you need to take heed to. How they deal with your children, all of those, all of that is under one umbrella. That those are warning signs. Now, unfortunately, my I lost my cousin due to domestic violence. in
Oh, wow.
2010. She was with with a guy that was supposed to be someone that she thought this is the one, and it didn't work. The ending didn't become a Cinderella story. You know,
Mm.
it was more so of a horror story. You know, and as a woman, when you went through something, you witnessed something, what my cousin went through, and you lost somebody, your first instinct is like, that ain't gonna be me. That's not gonna be me. But what's so crazy is when you say, oh, this is not gonna be me, you tend to wind up being in a similar situation. You
And
know?
just, I was going to ask you something. When it comes to the person that you know that you lost to domestic violence, what type of relationship did she have with her father?
With her father, he was present in her life. It wasn't like they were like super close. Like he did
Mm-hmm.
everything that a father's supposed to be, you know, like financially, he was there in her life and stuff like that. But it wasn't like, you know how you have the I'm a daddy's little girl,
Uh-huh.
and then you have children who girls who just have a father. He's a father presence, but it's not like this is my father who takes me out, who shows me how to
How a man is
how a man's supposed to treat a female and stuff like that. No, he was just a father and a father presence, so to speak. That's why I'm very big on, you know, like sometimes you have to show your children
Mm-hmm.
by leading example so they know what to look for, you know, so they don't go down those lines. But you know, sometimes you can't even help that either, you know, because you know, as a parent, you want everything for your child, you want them to be set up properly, but you know, it's all on that child too. So you know, it's just different things.
And, yeah, and shout out to Miss Lyons in the chat room. She
Hey,
actually said my childhood friend was killed by her husband the day that she got the restraining order on him. Oh, that remind me of the story of that prophet. Miss Juicy, do you remember the story from about 3 weeks ago? That prophet that ended up okay, it was on a video. He told her brother that he was gonna like kill her, and then he ended up doing it the next day. You remember that?
I don't remember it, but I heard about it, and I heard about the man, because I don't know if y'all know, but there have been a few women on YouTube that were YouTubers who
Oh yeah, I remember that.
who died by the hands of either their husband or their boyfriend, and that's another thing too, that you would have thought that because it happened on YouTube, and they're not small YouTubers, they're actually bigger YouTubers, that they would, you know, there will be people that spoke about what's going on to bring to, you know, just say, listen, if you could just grab a bag and leave, even though I know it's not that easy, because especially when you have children with someone, but if you could plan and grab a bag and leave, do it, because you never know that one minute that you stay, it could be your last minute. You know, and it's messed up. And because there was one guy, hey Whitney, I see the crew is coming in. Hey y'all.
They coming in. They gave him papers that morning. Late night broke into her mom's house and killed her in front of their son, and he was five. He's 5 now. Dang.
Wow. And sadly that, because the thing is, with any death, let's just say this, with any death, is something that a person is not going to get over. You know, because let it be like you losing a child or a child losing a parent, like that child is not going to get over that, because those are key people who help you become who you are, you know. And also my cousin, when she was murdered. Oh, here comes Miss Lackey. About time. Hey,
oh, okay, baby. I'll call you back later. Y'all just don't know. Y'all, it was telling me log in to Facebook, YouTube. I was like, I got it now. I'm everywhere. Look, I don't copy the link. I don't email it to myself. I don't do everything. I said, oh my God. What's one, y'all? What's one?
Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Well, we done got deep into the conversation, but Miss Lackey, introduce yourself. Tell them where to find you.
Hey guys, hey everyone in the chat. My name is Miss Lackey. That is MIZZLACKEY. And if you go to my channel and look in the description, you'll see my other social platforms, and you can reach me there as well. And I love you guys. Mwah.
Yeah, one minute. I'm just writing something in the chat.
Like up the chat, guys. I liked it as I came in. Like up the chat. Like up the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies. Hi, Whitney. Celestine. Is that Celestine? Hello. We love y'all.
Yes.
Y'all can find me on Fridays at 7:00. And
where did you go?
We talk about any and everything over there.
Yeah.
What happened to Diddy?
I guess she'll come back. Yeah. Oh, there she go. There she go. Hold on. Okay. There she go. She's back. She's back.
I hit the wrong button.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes. Yeah, like I was saying, as far as like with anybody, when you lose someone, is something that it's something that you're not going to get over. So for a child to witness something to that extent, that child will never get over that. And not only that, they will forever miss their parent, you know, because I could say, because my cousin, she left 2 daughters, and her oldest daughter, she witnessed it, what happened, and he put her in the room with my cousin's dead body. So yeah, so she's what, 17 now, but you can tell that have affected her and, you know, her day-to-day life, because, you know, all her other cousins, they have mothers and stuff like that. Kids used to tease her, you know, so it's different things that, you know, that can affect the child, and it's messed up, you know. And I to this day, I'm like, damn, I wish I could have saw the signs, but sometimes for some people, you don't even see the signs either.
Right.
You know,
and you know it affects them, because look what age I am, and my mom, it's been 2 years. I still can't get over it. So for somebody to be young,
yeah. So that's the thing, is like, it's never, because even that was my cousin. Me and her are literally 6 months apart. So we pretty much did everything. We got christening together. We done got periods around the same time, all type of stuff. So it like, we look like this. I can't even listen to some songs, because that will take me back to when we was hanging out and, you know, running the streets when we was teenagers and stuff like that. Like it still affects me. I have dreams about her. You know, I don't know if like how spiritual y'all are, but I had, you know, she did come back to me in a dream, and she was pretty much was like, you know, she's okay.
I'm very spiritual.
Yeah, so that kind of gave me like, okay, we're good,
right?
You know, and it took a toll on me and stuff like that. And what's so crazy is, when I was saying, like, you know how some women be like, oh, after they see someone that they love or a friend experience something of that magnitude, they be like, oh, that's not going to happen to me. But what crazy is, I had a certain situation like that with my youngest daughter's father. He wasn't physically abusive, but he was verbally abusive.
Right, which is
and that's the worst.
Right.
Because words, the physical, you can heal, but the words, they hurt deep.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know? So
how they cut you, and you know that's why, like in my marriage, I'm not gonna say because I had a mouth on me, boy. I was just aggravated because I got sick and tired of being mistreated by this dude's family, and then he was too soft to say something, and I'm like, I had to keep saying stuff. So anyway, I ain't got to worry about that no more.
Exactly.
Yes, that was.
And it's just something. Is this I for any woman that comes across this this live, if you need help, write it in the chat. If like anything, if I can help, I would like to help. It might not be financial, but if I can help you get to the resources that you need, I'll definitely help you.
That's so awesome.
Because those are the things that, like I said, everything is a sisterhood.
Hold on,
it takes a village, and it's just those things that you try to do to help each other. And some people just need that support. Some people that need that support. What want to ask you? So, like, not only with domestic, you have breast cancer awareness. Have anybody ever did the marathons before?
No, my sisters did. I believe my sisters did a marathon where they ran for breast cancer awareness. That's really hard because I had an aunt who had breast cancer, and it went away, but then it came back, and then it turned into bone cancer. So from there, it spread, and then she left us. So
okay,
yeah, she's not in pain anymore. Like they wanted me to go to the hospital and say my last goodbyes to her, but I couldn't go see my aunt that way anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I've never went, but I didn't want to have that image of her laying in the bed sick. She's on her deathbed. I didn't want to see that image of my aunt anymore because she was real special to me. So that was crazy for my family. That was a crazy time. I didn't think that I didn't even think that she would die because some of my other aunts had breast cancer and they beat it. So when she beat it, we just thought that was the last of it. But then it came back and then it turned into bone cancer. And that's when the family started getting really worried about it. And then she didn't want to do the chemo anymore. So it just ended up taking her life. And, she's gone now. She's in a better place. And,
No more pain.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Wow. And it is sadly, like, we as women, and this is another, that's why I wanted to do this topic, because I know that we're at a certain age. We'll soon be doing the mammograms. It's different things you have to start doing as you getting close to hitting that 40 line.
Yeah, I get mine now, and I don't forget them. I get mine now.
So how is it? Because I never got one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. And by the way, guys, I feel better. I couldn't hold back no more. Couldn't hold back no more. Let me tell y'all something, because y'all know, and we all adults here. So as you guys already know, I got my boobs done in 2008. So, you know, my boobs are much smaller now. Y'all, when I had to get a mammogram done 2 years before I turned 40 at 38 because they thought it was something there, but actually it was just scar tissue from me getting them done. But they take your boob, and they have really upgraded now. They've done a lot better now. They take your boob and pull your boob as hard as they can. They pull it out and put it up under this machine and smash it. So it don't take long or nothing like that. And it ain't nothing like no pap smear or nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. So they just smashed each one, smash the other one, and you done. And then they give you your results like in about a week or so like that. You get your results in the mail. Let you know that there ain't nothing there. Or if they do see something, they may want you to come back in, but it's usually nothing. It's usually just some scar tissue or something that they just seen and it wasn't nothing. So it's good to always get them done once a year. So what I do is when I get them done and I go check out, I make my appointment for the next year.
Oh, okay.
They should do it before 40 because I was going to say, do y'all know my friends? Y'all don't know my friends because I live here, but I got two friends. They're twins, y'all. Their names are Erica and Sharika. They're twins.
Okay.
And both of them died with cancer before they were 40.
Wow.
Wow.
And the second one, Sharika died first. And she had her baby, y'all. Let me tell you something. Sharika died first, and she had her baby. She didn't even get to meet her son. She died right there in the hospital. She didn't even know she had cancer. And that's what I'm saying. They need to do, because this girl was 34. They need to do them before the age of 40. So she was 34, did not get to meet her son or nothing. So her twin sister took her son and raised him. And with her dying from breast cancer at age 34, you would think they would keep a check on Erica. So now Erica has passed away at 38, which was just last year. She passed away at age 38 from breast cancer.
Oh,
their moms are twins too, and both of them are still living. Yeah. But I just said they should have like paid more attention to Erica since they see what happened with Sharika. And they didn't. And Sharika, like I said, Sharika didn't even know she had cancer until she was in the hospital giving birth. And died. Didn't get to meet her son. And then Erica, now at age 38 last year, because people kept putting their picture up, and I was like, I didn't pay no attention at first. I was like, oh, it must be a year or 2 years or anniversary or something for Sharika. And come to find out, I had a friend named Marilyn. She wrote me and said, I'm so sorry about your friend Erica. And I said, no, you mean Sharika. She said, no, I mean Erica, her twin. I went on Facebook. Because I'm still friends with both of them. I went on Facebook. Her name is Erica INA, Erica Ina Dalton on Facebook, guys. If y'all look that up and y'all can see, they took pictures together all the time. Her and her twin, they were real close. And I went on there on Erica's page and seen all this rest in peace. I was like, oh my gosh. I think
that's crazy.
It is. I thank God for giving me these chances He don't gave me in life.
Yeah, I'm 36, so I think I should start making an appointment to get them smashed. Listen, they deflated already. They look like sad doggy ears, and so we might as well get them smashed for the day.
Well, it's okay. Get them done. It's best to be safe than sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And I get my paps every year. I don't play that mess.
Yeah, you know you gotta get the pap smears, especially if you hunching. If you hunching all the time, that coochie checked.
My brother told me he was
even if you not.
That's right. My brother told me, he said, you don't mind going to the doctor to check stuff out. I said, I sure don't. My brother said, I was like, I'm going.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I ain't got time to play.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, these two things, they touch us. Even if we haven't experienced it, someone who suffered from one of the two. Or, keep in mind, we're women. So one of these days we have to do those tests to
Right.
get, you know, it's checked out. Oh, did he know something happened?
And do you guys know? Y'all probably do, but you guys know that men can have breast cancer?
Yeah, men
heard
can have
about
breast
that.
cancer.
My-
Did you know that the animals can too?
Yes, and my uncle found out while he was in the hospital, but he was unresponsive. But he found out he had cancer, guys. We found out at the same time. He died the next day. That was crazy.
That's messed
He
up.
died the next day. I was like, that cancer must have been aggressive, and we just didn't know.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that sometimes, sadly, because, you know, like I said, this is why I want to do another live where we can talk about us as a community that
Right.
we need to go get certain things checked out. Don't wait to the last minute. Because like I said, I was walking around here blind as a bat thinking I had an eye infection. Come to find out I had diabetes.
See,
Oh my
and
God.
I've been diabetic 22 years. I've had 2 eye surgeries. Y'all, I promise y'all I don't look what I've been through. Let me tell you something.
And I'm like a walking testimony, child.
And it ain't I mean, this ain't all about me. This is about letting you know where I don't came from. I've been diabetic 22 years, found out in 1998. I was in school for nursing. So I was a CNA already. I was in school for nursing and it discouraged me. So that was in 1998 that I found out I had November 1998. I found out I had diabetes. 2 years later, October the 5th, 2000, I had a stroke to the brain.
Wow.
You know, you usually don't live off of one blood clot. My whole brain was filled with blood clots. So if you go back on my page and look at my testimony, I told you the whole story. And I don't have, you know, then I got my gallbladder taken out. And then I had my boobs done and stuff. And like I said, that wasn't just because I wanted to have some cute boobs. That was because my back was hurting and all that stuff. Then I had 2 eye surgeries. I had it the first time, a retinal detachment. And then I was throwing up so much, it came back loose. And they had to go back and behind my eye and redo it again.
Wow.
And when I was 2 in 1978, yeah, I'm 44. When I was 2, I had this eye right here taken out. I had a weak muscle and it used to look down that way. So it got fixed when I was 2. Y'all, I don't have some surgeries. I'm telling you, you know, I had a cesarean with my daughter in 1995. And I mean, I just done been through some stuff where they don't call my family in and said she not gonna make it. So that's why I give God thanks so much, because I don't have to be here, but I am. So I give God all the glory. I don't care what nobody say. Can't no man, no woman, no nothing. Can't nobody. God is the one that did it. And like me and Katie Talk 101 said earlier, if God is for you, who can be against you?
Amen.
Amen. Now, if I had more clothes on, I would get up and shout. But y'all,
Okay.
yeah, I'm serious though. I done been through a lot. And then last year, I was gonna go and get my body snatched, y'all. I was gonna go get my tummy flattened and, you know, get a little bit of hips, all that. Well, they found out I had blood clots in my lungs. So I canceled all surgeries. I don't want to have no more surgeries. I'm on blood thinner for the rest of my life. So yep, blood thinner the rest of my life. So no more surgeries, because surgeries is what help your blood clots. And I don't mean the bumba blood clot. I mean blood. But yeah, really, it does. Surgery is prone to, but I hadn't had no kind of surgery in 2000. I just had a real bad headache. So any of y'all, and anybody in the chat or my angels here, y'all think about that. If you have any headaches and stuff, get it checked, because who would have thought? I mean, with just a headache, who would have thought I was on my way out of here? I couldn't get my head
that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of things that we as a community, we need to talk about.
Right.
Like, we like the mess. Don't get me wrong. I like the mess like the next one. But there are certain things that we need to speak about, because a lot of us are dropping like flies.
That's right.
That's true.
You know, it's like, cause like for me, I was pregnant finding out that I had fibroids, and they made me write a will. It was like, what do you want to do? You want us to get rid of the fetus? And I'm like, no, whatever happens is God's will. Even though they was shooting me up with morphine. I was getting morphine shots.
I was getting delighted.
At 5 months pregnant. Thank God that co-host ain't nothing wrong with her. She's healthy. There's nothing, because that's drugs. She could have came out and had a drug withdrawal, you know,
right.
And she's fine, thank God, because they was doing pain management because the fibroids are so big that it was taking up half space in my stomach while I had a whole baby growing in me. And they was like, you know, we might have to do surgery, but we don't want to take that chance because you could bleed out. I'm like, okay, see, this ain't something got to work. And I never heard about fibroids until I had it, and I had to sit there and actually do my research and do my due diligence to find out what's going on. And I had to change some of my eating habits, even though I went back to not eating right. You know, hey Chantel, I nothing in the chat. I see it on my phone. I'm sorry, but that's the thing that I really want to speak about, because if I could give my experience, I hope that could help someone else, so they could give them the push to go get checked out, to go get tested, or whatever it may be that they need as far as with their health, you know, because that's important, you know.
Right.
And Miss Susie, it was something that you said, and you know, like I said, y'all know I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm just trying to, when I hear you say something or hear somebody say something, I have a story with it. Now, you said, and this is exactly what I did too. Remember, y'all, my son's birthday was just the other day. Yeah. And they told me that my, I didn't have no fluid in my sac. And they said the best thing for me to do is to terminate the pregnancy. They wanted me to get an abortion. Y'all, I was 6 months. And they wanted to terminate my pregnancy. And I told them, no, I'm not going to terminate the pregnancy. I said, if my baby die, my baby going to die on its own, because if I was to terminate that pregnancy, I would still be sitting here 17 years later wondering, I wonder if I wouldn't have did that, would he have lived? And that would have been in my head. And so about a week later, you know, that's when I had the experience of me and my husband's first anniversary. And that's when I found out that he wasn't living. And then 2 days later, October 15th, I gave birth to him. So when I gave birth to him, he was already stillborn. And so therefore, I did not do it. I didn't terminate the pregnancy. I just let him, he passed away. They said he passed away peacefully. So that's, yeah. I didn't want her to be wondering what if or none of that stuff.
Right. I know exactly what you mean. I never want to wonder that. But I was about to make a comment on what Miss Juicy was saying about, especially us as people of color. Sometimes we get a little scared and we shy away from the doctor and stuff like that. But I just think like this. I remember having a conversation with an older lady who here I do. And she was just telling me, you know, Katie, the fear of the doctor really stems from a long time ago when a lot of people of color used to go to these doctors. They never left the hospital. They used to die like at the hospital when they go for a simple checkup. Yeah. So it's like a lot of stuff that went on a long time ago still kind of resonates with us now in the days we're living in now. Because, you know, we're thinking if we go to these doctors, we're going to go in feeling like we're healthy and we're going to come out in there telling us that we have this or we have that. But you'll rather go for that checkup once a year to find out whatever it is you have so that you can get it taken care of. And you got to think technology has advanced so much, whatever it is that you may be dealing with. They have some medicines where you can like live long, healthy lives. If you have diabetes, if you, there's a lot of cancer survivors. I actually cut a man hair. He is 79 and he has survived cancer 3 different times.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, like this guy's a real survivor. And I'm talking about look good, but you can look at him and tell he is pretty wealthy. He probably has a very good health care plan, but he has survived cancer 3 different times. And if this man was the type that never went and got a checkup, he never would. I mean, he probably wouldn't even be here. So, like, we have to just we got to kind of remove our fear of the doctor, because I feel like I'd rather find out that I have some so I can take care of myself than to be scared and not go. You know, it's better knowing than not knowing.
Than not to know. And even the Bible say that it's better not to know than to know when you're doing something wrong. But y'all, and jump off of what Katie said. My grandfather looked amazing. Don't beat cancer twice. 80 years old, and he passed away. Y'all, he had just put windows in. His pictures is on here too. He had just put windows in a house, but the woman that he was married to, because my grandmother died in 1994, he had just put windows in. He was healthy and everything. His appendix ruptured, and she wouldn't tell my mom or none of his daughters. She didn't tell nobody. She let him lay in there and scream and holler. And so when my mom and them finally got down there, my grandfather couldn't even dress himself. They got him to the hospital. The doctor said if he would have came in a few days ago, we could save him. They said, but the poison had got all in his body and in his bloodstream. And that's what killed my grandfather. And he was living, doing great, 80 years old. Yep, and don't beat cancer, prostate cancer twice.
Wow.
Yep. That's all I gotta say. Karma. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, like Chantel said that they were being experimented too.
Absolutely.
That's true because look at Henrietta Lacks. You know, that lady went in there to just get a common I think flu shot, and look what they did to her. You know, that's another segue for and I'm doing another live tomorrow on Lovecraft Country, and they kind of spoke on that. They kind of tapped into it pretty much. Not spoke on it, but they tapped into it. That'll be an early live, you know, because I know somebody's doing. Who's tomorrow?
I'm tomorrow. Katie talk.
8 o'clock, yeah. I'm gonna do it. It's before your live. It's a little early live that I'm gonna do. Going over the whole review on the season of Lovecraft Country, which was very dope. I would suggest everyone to go watch it. But yeah, they experimented on us. They did a lot. Look at the Tuskegee Airmen. They did a lot to us.
You know who gets experimented on? The people in the military and the healthcare workers.
Yeah.
They always have to get those vaccines. They're always experimented on. So that's why, like, my mom, she's been in the healthcare field since I was 4 years old, for almost 30 years now. And they always have to get a flu shot. And then what I had found out was that they get bonuses for initiating the flu shot on people. So so like every term however many flu shots they got, if they exceed the amount of what they're required, they get their bonuses, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
And then,
what you think they doing right now?
That's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing with the COVID vaccine, the healthcare workers and the military workers are going to have to get that vaccine. Why? Because they're in that system.
Right.
And my thing is that if you are scared of going to the doctor, whatever doctor your insurance pick, you don't have to go to that doctor. You can go and do your due diligence and find your own doctor and see if they accept your insurance. And you can call that doctor and do an interview. You can do a phone interview. You can do a self interview. You can do an in-person interview with that doctor. You don't have to sit and take whatever they're handing out to you. You can go and do your own research to find whatever, so you can feel comfortable going to that doctor whenever you feel the need to go to that doctor.
Yep.
So you have your options, you have your rights, and you just got to educate yourself and know what you're getting yourself into when it comes to this healthcare industry.
Absolutely.
Mhm. I agree.
Mhm.
Definitely. You gotta be mindful. And like I said, when you eat this, they really don't care too much. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, they in California, they are paying women of color to cross breed. So that's as they say, cross breed, and they are paying them. This is what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but this is what they're saying in California. And they're giving them outstanding was it OBS care?
Oh.
So that's what they're doing. And it's something I seen
What are they crossbreeding with?
I think Mexican or some or Filipinos.
But why is that an experiment? That
I
doesn't
don't
make any
know.
sense.
It's something I gotta hold on. I'm gonna look. That's what they was doing. I'm gonna read it.
Wow.
Yeah, they was saying it was a news clip that I seen.
Is that why they trying to put they were trying to put the Chinese and Africans up against each other?
Oh, wow.
I think that's what they was doing. Hold on. It's something they doing. Let me put it in and see.
And I would say this to women who are out there and they like first time moms who are just not getting pregnant. If it doesn't matter if it's your first time getting pregnant or your fourth time getting pregnant, I would suggest you to get an OBGYN that is a woman that has already had children.
Yep.
Right.
Because she's gonna know some things and she's gonna share some things with you that you're gonna want to know, that to help protect you and your baby, because other facilities will not. They'll just go on with the script that they have been given,
Right.
and treat you any kind of way. I would suggest that you get a female doctor who has children herself. Either you have a nurse practitioner, your doula, whoever. Just make sure
Right.
they have that parental experience.
Right.
Okay, I found it. It's not crossbreeding. What they doing is Black Pacific Islander women to get $1,000 a month during pregnancy in San Francisco, and it says some expecting, Black and Pacific Islander mothers in San Francisco will get $1,000 a month during the pregnancy, officials announced, as the city looks to improve the longstanding racial gap in birthing outcomes.
Oh, wow. So
So
they're basically paying them to water down our race.
So that's what it was.
That's what it sounds
But
like.
That's basically what they're doing. It's actually people doing it.
This is in San Francisco.
Oh, wow. That's
Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen.
It's even more shocking that people are participating in it.
That's $1,000 a month in California. It's expensive as hell. So, see, I'm gonna show you right now.
I was wondering how it look if we shared the screen with all us on here. I see it now. I'm gonna be sharing.
Yeah, here.
Look, I'm gonna be sharing the screen, especially if I find out that.
Oh, hold on.
I think so. Oh, what? Oh. I start thinking of a girl's name now. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
Send everybody out.
I ain't mean like crossbreeding because that sounds hella crazy, but they're paying the women to
produce interracial children. To produce interracial children.
Pretty much. And
That's something else.
to look at this, y'all can go to the Sacramento Bee to look at that news clip. But I seen the news clip and I was like, wait, what? Okay. Well, okay now. Well, alrighty then.
Yeah, and
So
let me, and you know what? Hold on, what you say, Didi?
I said, how are they doing this?
I guess they just get with a guy that's either Spanish or, you know, Philippine, and they get pregnant.
Are they to do this also, including the women?
Huh?
Are they the woman and the man?
They just paying the woman $1,000 a month.
That's something else. And you know what? When you just mentioned that to me, when you just showed that to me, it reminded me of a guy. I used to listen to him on YouTube. You know, he's like one of those red pill, blue pill type of guys. You know, those are the type of men that's, you know, they believe that men are the dominant creatures. And,
Right.
you know, they have a very strong talking point when it comes to how they feel about women and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he does a lot of talking points on, you know, the black woman needs to stay in her place and a whole lot of stuff like that. But I remember when he was talking to his audience one day and he said, I'm going to tell you guys the solution to saving the black race. Because he was speaking on how, you know, it was a lot of stuff he was saying about how black women are in motherhood and the things that, you know, the black child sees, how the mom treats the dad and stuff like that. So he said, I'm going to give you a solution. And his solution was getting with and marrying and procreating with Latina women. And I'm saying to myself, so I ended up commenting down in his comment section and he ended up blocking me. But this is what I said. I said, how can you say that you're for saving the black race and you're basically encouraging people to water down the black race? Don't get me wrong. People can love who they want to love. Don't get me wrong. People love who they want to love. They marry who they want to marry and they have kids with who they want to have kids with. But for you to blatantly say and put all this together that you're trying to save the black race, but you're encouraging them to go outside of the black race, that don't make sense. And he blocked me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you say that you're for the black race, but you're telling people to procreate and basically water down their race with another race?
Because people block you when they know you right. And they don't have no
and I came so respectful. I'm talking about so respectful. I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't cuss, nothing. But I just feel like this. Anything that I get on my platform and say, I am up for a person to challenge me on. Because I stand behind what I say so strong. I don't mind you challenging me. I would never, if somebody come down in my comment section and question me on something that I'm saying, I would never say, block them. No, I'm going to say, oh, call this number. I got a call-in number.
Yeah.
Call me and I'm going to discuss to you and explain to you what my stance is on this situation.
Yep.
If you don't come to me disrespectful, there's no way I will block you for asking me something, for basically challenging me. I would never block a person for that.
Right.
But I just feel like this. If you're so for sure of what you're saying, you must not be that for sure if you blocking somebody that's challenging what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and that's just how I feel like about, especially I see people do that on YouTube all the time. A person just simply and respectfully a question what you talking about. And I see people getting blocked every day. And I'm like, why are they blocking them? I mean,
because
when you put out
agenda they want to push, it's a certain agenda that they want to push.
Thank you. And then when somebody questions that agenda, it shakes them up. Don't get shook up if you so for sure about what you're talking about. Evidently, I just feel like maybe your stance and the foundation of what you're talking about is not a stable foundation.
Exactly. Because, like, hey, for instance, on my channel, I always say, if I'm saying something that it does not make any sense or you don't agree, tell me to drop the link so you could come up here and we could have a open dialogue and conversation.
Thank you.
What you might have might be a different outlook on something, and that's how I'm always open for that, because that's the whole point of being an adult, to have a open conversation with other like-minded adults and stuff like that. It don't have to be disrespectful. Y'all could both go back and forth. It might get heated because it happen, but let's have a dialogue where we're actually having a conversation, because I don't want everybody to just be my yes man over here.
Right.
I want you to have your own opinion. I want you to formulate your own opinion. Yes, we might be like-minded over here because we are free thinkers, but if you don't agree with something I'm saying, please say, listen, drop that link. I wanna discuss something, or I wanna give my views of that. Hold on for me. My daughter's doing that damn noisy thing.
Right. And I just feel like we cannot grow as people if we can't, sit down and have a respectful dialogue.
Exactly.
With this platform, anybody that open up YouTube have an opinion about something. Even if it's the person that do hair, they have an opinion that, hey, I know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could comment like, hey, I see you did it like this. Try this. Maybe it'll work. Maybe they don't want to try it. But everybody has an opinion that has a platform, on social media, period.
Exactly.
But don't ever feel like your opinion is set in stone, because other people have opinions. And I don't feel like that should even shake your opinion. You should be so strong in what you feel that you can take someone critiquing it and you still stand firm.
It's
right.
because
I'm looking.
Have a quote.
It's Andrea. She texted me earlier. Andrea Lynch. She texted me earlier and asked me, "Were you on yet?" So I'm trying to let her know that, because this is a good conversation. I know she would like to be a part of, but I'm just texting her and letting her know. I've been texting her, letting her know we on, but she ain't read it yet.
Okay. No rush. But
now, what was you finna say, Juicy?
No, what I was saying was, you don't notice how certain YouTubers, they have like a cult like following where there's no it's like everybody sharing one brain or everybody's on one accord. I don't want that, because I'm a regular person. I put my leg in my pants one at a time.
Right.
We all do the same thing. It's just that my opinion, this is my opinion. Who knows that when we having a conversation, you might be able to sway my opinion because you have more facts and more of a more proof or anything of such to back up your argument.
Right.
And as humans, we learn every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's nothing wrong with having those type of open conversations. I welcome that, because that means that's stimulating our intellect. I'd rather be stimulated intellectually than anything, than be up here talking about, oh girl, did you hear about this celebrity? Oh no, I want to have those conversations. I want to debate. I was doing it in high school. Why not?
Right. Because I feel like this too, Juicy. Even when it comes to us speaking about celebrities, and you've seen this because you've been on a panel. We've been doing this a couple of weeks now, and you notice how we even talk about celebrities, but we can relate it to our lives or someone we know about the same situations that a person going through. Even when it comes to celebrities, because they're people too. So of course we can even be able to relate our real life with stuff that they're going through. Just like with the Ryan situation. Like me and Miss Lakey was talking about the Ryan situation when Ryan going through cancer, and his the godfather of his son slept with his wife.
Exactly.
So when it comes to situations like that people go through, we can easily relate it to our life and have a talking point on some real stuff, not just looking at it from the celebrities' standpoint.
Exactly. That's why I always say, like, when people be talking about certain celebrities and they be really indulgent into their life, I'm like, y'all have to keep in mind these celebrities are people. These celebrities they're in relationships. These celebrities have family. I'm not in the business of breaking any of that up. I'm not in the business of breaking a person. I don't like kicking anybody when they're down, so I'm not going to do that. The only person that I said some stuff about and I kind of side-eye it was Nicki Minaj, because her relationship with her husband is questionable because of his past. But one thing I will say this: everybody don't went to jail. I know a lot of people that went to jail, so I can't on that. But it's what he went to jail for. That I'm like, you gotta be like, ooh, sis.
Oh.
And then her brother is like in the same boat.
Yeah, her brother was in the same boat, but
no, I side out a brother. The brother situation was way different from his. From what I heard with his situation,
with Nicki,
the girl was actually his girlfriend.
Yeah,
no, she wasn't his girlfriend. She wasn't his girlfriend.
They never dated.
I don't know Nicki, so y'all go ahead.
All I want to say is this: the girl wasn't his girlfriend. I actually seen the court documentation.
But she was 16 years old and he was 15.
And they are the same age. It's just that her birthday was before his.
What was the situation of what you seen?
So how he got in trouble?
In the court document.
But the thing is, the severity of the crime, they charged him as an adult.
But what was the crime? What did he do?
What did he do?
It was attempted rape.
It was attempted.
Yeah, the attempted rape and with some kidnapping. It was. I'll send you the information. I gotta get the information. But
I ain't never heard of kidnapping. I didn't hear
about that.
Who they had some daytime tea time actually interviewed her.
Oh wow, really? It's still up on the page.
Yeah, she didn't show her face because with victims of a crime of that manner, they can't show their face. They're supposed to keep it, as you got to keep the person identity as a secret. But
I've never heard of none of this.
But the thing is,
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, go watch it on Daytime Tea Time.
I'm gonna watch it too.
But also too, you have to keep in mind, if it was so much on the level that they were trying to put out there for how they were saying it, don't you think this girl would have been clout chasing? Because we are in the clout chasing. Just to have somebody align with a celebrity,
right?
She would have came out and she would have been clout chasing, trying to tell her story and stuff like that. This girl said she just wants to live her life. That was a situation that happened to her that traumatized her. She's trying to live her life. She has family and stuff like that. That is a real victim. Unlike the other victims that we do be seeing sometimes.
Like the R. Kelly victims.
Girl, that's always on TV that want to tell their story.
Thank you.
And this girl
clout chasing.
And I wanted to say something about
what I'm saying. Once you watch the video and I'll send you the documentation, and he's not just his felon is they have him as a repeat offender.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
No, that's what it was. Don't get me wrong. I love Nicki as an artist, but her choice.
Okay, so if he's a repeating offender, that means he's done that multiple times, correct?
No, how they classify it is that he has a high risk of repeating it again. Not that he did it, but he has a high risk of doing it again. How it's classified as his felony, which is crazy. But
wow,
that's why
so he's classified as a high risk offender. So
that's like that's like for some people who do like white collar crime or blue collar crime. If a certain way how their felonies will be listed, will tell you that person will do this again. And if you look at the rap sheet and stuff like that, and it's just like that. But like how I look at it, she's gonna love who she loved. That's who she picked. If whatever she do, that's fine with her. The same thing applies for other celebrity women who get with men who probably don't have a rap sheet like him, but they get with guys that you be like, girl, you know, they're human. You like, we all have a friend that got with an ain't shit guy. We all have we might have family members that ain't with an ain't shit guy, or vice versa. So that's how, you know, you look at certain things like, you know what, they're human. People make mistakes. People do all types of stuff. And, you know, a lot of celebrities are just as dysfunctional as the people in your family.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that's why I try to always be to look at them like y'all are, it's still relatable because y'all still human. People people do the same thing.
I see what you're saying, Miss Juicy, but you also have to consider what type of court system that we're dealing with, especially when it comes to Black men. And there's been a big number of especially Black men railroaded in the system. And most of the time they're going to come to you and say, they're going to make you plead guilty for stuff that you didn't do. And this is how they do it. They're going to tell you, hey, if you don't plead guilty and you go through here and you take the state through all this time in this courtroom, we're going to throw the book at you.
But what makes it bad,
and just being honest, I think that's what happened with Nikki. That's just my opinion. I think that's what happened with her husband.
It will be like this, Katie. If he never got locked up after all this happened, then it will be more so like you could lean it towards him. But he's a correct criminal.
He had a mug shot every single year.
Every year. So
every year after that.
But it wasn't pertaining to that type of situation.
But every mug shot was violent.
But just think about it, Katie. What was we talking about earlier? Emmett Till.
Yep. Look at what happened to him.
Well, I'm not going to compare Emmett Till to her husband. That's just not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that.
I had a friend in high school. He was like an all-star football player.
Mm-hmm.
He had a scholarship to go to a certain college. He had a football scholarship. And he was talking to this girl. She's like one of the popular girls at the high school. And I guess he ended up going to her place. They ended up doing whatever they was doing. She had a boyfriend. So she was cheating on her boyfriend. And I guess my friend, he was going around telling his friends that he was with her, whatever, got back to her boyfriend, and now all of a sudden they was trying to hit him with a rape charge.
Just
she
like
and like the whole school went against her because everybody saw how flirtatious them two were. So like things just weren't coming together. And then because he didn't get charged, but he did lose his scholarship.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just like on Daddy's Little Girls. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I want to let everybody in the chat know. I'm going to let everybody in the chat know, and my angels, y'all know. It ain't that I'm trying to eat stuff. I was going to turn my can back off. I'm not trying to eat stuff. Y'all know what I was going through before we got on here. So I'm just trying to put something on my tummy. So
you okay?
Dipping on
I'm about to eat something because I ain't eating either. So
I'm sipping on ginger ale. Eating some baby Cheetos I found today in the store. Some white Cheetos. Just put something on my stomach. I was sick as a dog. Oh my gosh. Right. But yeah, that's like on Daddy's Little Girls. What Didi said, that's exactly what happened to Homeboy. I know that was just a movie, but that's telling you how things happen.
Yeah, it happened like that. And they showed it in that movie just like that because so many situations have happened like that. So many, like I was just saying, so many men, especially Black men, have been railroaded just like that.
And what me and Katie was saying, Juicy, we were
about Emmett Till.
We weren't comparing Emmett Till to Kenneth. What we were talking about,
y'all not gonna do that.
No, we wasn't comparing that. We were saying Emmett Till didn't get no justice. He never got
no justice.
That's how we
later. And later on, when that woman, I think it was about 2 years ago, she came out and admitted that she lied.
Yeah,
sure did.
And they went in her door and she shut the door. She wouldn't talk to the cameras. She the only one who living.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is,
what you can compare it to is what happened to Black Wall Street? I think because the two teenagers, there was the girl, she was the elevator operator, and then there was a little black boy, he was a shoe shiner, and it was during the Memorial Day holiday or Labor, one of those holidays, veteran holidays, and nobody was in town. There was a store clerk that was in his store, I guess just in case a customer popped up, but nobody was around in the area. So I guess they were having sex in the elevator. And then when they got out of the elevator, the store clerk heard screams and all kinds of sounds coming out of the elevator. And then, you know, he's like, "What happened to you? I heard screaming, da 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 da," and he ended up calling the police on the boy.
Yeah.
And that's when the riot happened. Supposedly, that's what I read. So
that's how Black Wall Street got burned down.
Yep.
Wow.
Man.
Oh my God.
I know it.
That's crazy because I know I'm a little light plug, but Watchmen and Lovecraft Country touch on those topics too, but they don't touch on what exactly happened, but they do show Tulsa and you know the excellence of how that was, which is crazy because it's like to see where we at now as a people, to see where we was before, and you'd be like, damn, we could have been so far across the board, but because of certain things that has been pushed onto us, it's like, wow, you know. But with that situation with her husband, I don't know what happened with him and that young lady, but what I can say is how the criminal system looks at those cases is if you are a career criminal, you're guilty regardless.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Someone in the chat said the Emmett Till case still upsets them.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, because around that time, I think my grandmother was a teenager or a young girl at the time when it happened. Because she's born, what, 1943, 1942, around that time, and she was around those days. And you know, she don't really talk about too much of like segregation and stuff like that. We ask her, but she don't get too deep in it because I know those are open up old wounds.
Right. A lot of people don't.
Yeah. But but what's so crazy is a lot of the elderly Black people that we speak to, they don't really speak about it. But you get a person who's Jewish, they'll tell you about the Holocaust all the time.
Oh yeah.
They'll tell you about the Holocaust all the time.
Right.
Like,
and you know what, Miss Juicy, when me and Miss Lakey was talking earlier, I was asking her, like, have she ever been around a person having a nervous breakdown or whatever? But I was just telling her there was a situation when I was in high school. I witnessed one of my classmates having a nervous breakdown. When I worked in a nursing home, I witnessed another person going through that. And then it kind of flashed me back to the situation that happened with another YouTuber. I won't say his name, but he had a nervous breakdown inside of a library.
Right.
But I remember in all three of those incidences, and another person that I know real close to me that had one, all of them kept saying the Emmett Till, they was calling Emmett Till name, and they were yelling Nat Turner name. So it's like, with those African American people that I seen having a nervous breakdown, with them calling out the names of Emmett Till and Nat Turner, that let me know that their spirit is not resting, and they never received justice. So it's like whenever people of color are going through these mental breakdowns, it's like their spirit is speaking through them. That's like their voice.
Yeah.
That's your heads. Why do you think the hurricanes are so strong? Because they come from the slave trade. The hurricane
Yeah.
season always happens.
Damn.
If you look at it, the hurricane season is twice a year, right?
Right.
It's from February to like May, and then July to like October, and they always come heavy.
Right.
They might give them
Mhm.
Spanish names, but you already know those are ancestors.
Right.
Right.
Um,
Right.
And what's so crazy as of this year, there's so many things that touch on our pain as people that they don't really see, and only we will be able to pick up on it more so because it's so it's so subtle. But if you pay attention, you're like, oh,
Right.
And there's been a lot of stuff that be dropping, a lot of little pieces and breadcrumbs, and just like, wow, okay. And that's why I always say, like, in order for us as people, we got it's like so much. It's like we open a suitcase, right? And every time we take something out the suitcase to put on, it's still more stuff in there. So you gotta keep digging and digging and digging, and we'll never get to the bottom of that suitcase.
Right. It's like a rabbit hole.
That's what I was gonna say, a rabbit hole. Sean Davy White, shout out.
Yeah, it's like we digging and digging and digging and like, damn, I want this shirt. No, this shirt looks right here. It like you're gonna keep going and going and going, and it's never ending. We as a Black community have so much to unpack. Like we sit there, we have segregation against people who are Black but are from the Caribbean. We got people who are Black but they're from Africa. Like, it's so many different things. And then we have the Jim Crow, we have slavery, we have colorism, we have so many different things that we as a people, like, we haven't even touched surface yet on certain topics. The homosexuality, it's so much stuff. Like, you can't accept your gay son, but you could accept your hoish daughter. Like, it's so much stuff.
Yes.
Like, it's so much to unpack as us as a people that will be on this live forever. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And our wounds is so deep, and it is so deep to the point where, like, we'll be over on one top of the cliff, and we look down, we gotta go back down to get to the next top of cliff. It's just like, it's like so much to unpack. Like, even when you have the Black Lives Matter, they did a march on Washington. Why are they up there arguing with each other on national TV? I was so disgusted. I turned it off. I was like, yeah, this is not the place for it.
Right.
And like the saying said, what Tupac said, the darker the
sweeter the berry, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
No, it's the darker the flesh, the deeper the roots.
Right.
The darker the flesh, the deeper the roots.
Right.
And we have so much stuff, and we are kidnapped people. We wasn't born here on a vacation. We were kidnapped. We were stripped of all of the things that make us us, and we still are lost. Like,
right. We still trying to find our way.
Yeah, like, you see people from other places, they still have their same language. They still have some of their same culture that they instill in their kids. We can't even do that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just like, I remember when me and Miss Lakey was having a conversation on our panel, when we were talking about Nick Cannon's son being discriminated against by another one of his so-called friends. And, I remember when Miss Lakey said, we will, us as Black people basically will never really fit in. And it's like, we just have to I think we have to first, before you can fit in anywhere, you first have to be comfortable with who you are.
And love yourself.
Because if you were inbred with self-hate, you were inbred to hate certain features about your heritage, certain features that we have. If we were, bred and we grew up with people making in front of certain things about us, automatically we're going to have, we're gonna have a little bit of self-hate kind of attached to us. So I think we have to basically love ourselves first before we can fit in anywhere.
Right.
I think that's a really, really, really big thing right there is self acceptance. Because if you don't accept yourself, anywhere you go, you're never gonna fit in.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But also too, you have to like when they was sitting around a round table or however it was that they was doing, they was all sitting around and trying to figure out who can we, since we killed off the Indians, who can we get to come over here to do all this work to build this place the way we wanted to build it.
We got to build it ourselves.
No. What I'm saying is when the pilgrims, you see what I'm saying? The pilgrims who sat around and they was doing all this
colonizing.
Colonizers all sat around a little table, whatever they was, or picnic basket, or whatever they was doing. When they had that conversation to go and get our people, it was gold, because till this day, after all these years, we are still lost. We still don't go on. We still don't work on one accord.
Right.
Any other people, they know when it's time to get on code, they get on code. Us, we bickering about this, we bickering about that. Oh, this. No, stay on one accord, and we'll deal with that later. Oh, we don't do our kitchen table talk outside while everybody else is listening, and people don't get that, and it's so aggravating to me, because it's like whoever thought about, oh, let's go get some Africans and have them come over here and we're going to have them in chain all the way up until 2020. That person is a millionaire or whatever.
A billionaire. That's true. Okay. And you know what? Like I was just saying, we are going to have to basically be able to trust ourselves first, and then link up with other people that are trustworthy. And therefore, once we trust ourselves, we link up with other trustworthy people. Then that's where the building can start.
Absolutely.
Because if we're amongst the whole community where, we have low self-esteem, we hate ourselves, then the people around us got low self-esteem, they hate themselves too. How can that community build? It's no way a community can ever build when it's full of people, full of self-haters, and it's full of insecurity, and it's full of jealousy. There's no way you can build anything amongst that.
Right.
So I just think sometimes, it's just like if a person, like when I was about to move into the house that I live in, and if you go through an FHA loan, they have to do a full foundational inspection. They have to inspect the house. They got to make sure you don't have any termites. They got to make sure a whole lot of stuff before everything can get approved and go through.
That's true.
So they came through, they inspected the foundation and a whole lot of stuff. If it was like a termite issue, I couldn't have even moved in here. Because they know if it's termites in a house, that foundation is shaky, and eventually that house will be, that house will go down very quickly. So sometimes in order to, it's just like if you have a house that has mold in it, sometimes to really get rid of everything, you got to get rid of it. So before we can build a stable foundation, we're going to have to break down everything. We're going to have to break down everything before a stable foundation can actually, come to pass. And the scariest thing is breaking down the foundation, just like I remember when I did enter into, the spiritual world about 3 years ago and everything. And it's like when I first entered into the world, it's like everything around you seems like it's being broken down, but really it's being put back together. So sometimes when you feel like stuff is being broken down and it seems like nothing going your way, most of the time, all of the bad stuff is being moved out of your life, and it feels like it's just a shaky, unstable foundation. But stuff got to be broken down before it can be built back up in a proper way.
Okay, hold on a minute, because you said that now. I know y'all hear us saying a lot when Katie be saying when me and Miss Lackey be talking, or if I be always saying when me and Katie was talking. Well, the other night, me and Katie was on the phone. And because she said that, listen, this is what Bible verse came through while me and Katie was talking. It said, I get my Bible verses 3 times a day. It said, in place. Someday you will understand that it wasn't falling apart. It was falling in place. Thus, this storm is a blessing in disguise.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Ooh, that's the verse that came through when me and you was talking.
We was on the phone, and that's what came through. It's like whatever me and Katie be on the phone, it's like a Bible verse will come through that's like what we talking about.
It'll resonate with what we speaking on. See, that's the spirit.
I be looking at my Bible verses like, wait a minute. Sometimes.
That's the anointing. That's the anointing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might not go to church, but I know the word. Oh Lord.
Yes. I know that's right. Yeah.
I'm my grandparents are preachers. My mama was a minister and a prophet. And they said it don't go away, it comes down. And I tell people stuff sometimes and it scares me because I don't call myself no prophet. I don't take that title. And I tell people sometimes, I tell them stuff, and then sometimes I be like, wait a minute, why did I tell them that? And like I was telling Didi one night about her friend, one of her friends. I said, I told her friend something one night, and I just be like, oh my gosh, why did I tell them that? I don't be understanding why. But y'all, the next day or the day after, they'll call me and be like, Miss Lackey, that happened. What you said was gonna happen. I'll be like, oh, thank God. Because I don't want nobody to be thinking, because the Bible say in the last days it'll be false prophets.
Yes.
I'm no false prophet, because I don't, like I said, I don't call myself no prophet, period. Point blank, period to the period.
Shout out to King Payne.
Yep, King Payne. Because you ain't gonna get me around here going around telling people, but you got people, like the Bible say, don't let your good be evil spoken of. You got some people walking around here, I'm a prophet. Oh, I'm a preacher. Oh, you need to go to church. You need to do this. You can't be doing that. If you let your light shine, people will see that and they'll follow you. You ain't got to go around here and telling nobody nothing. And if you're really a prophet or something special, people will see that in you. You ain't got to go around and advertising your title. So
that's right. That's right.
That's dumb. Get on my nerves, that mess. You can have that. Some people can be too churchy.
Oh, I swear. Oh my God. Sometimes those are the worst people to be around.
Trust me, I know. The main ones who be doing all the stuff and be judging as like they be judging all the time.
Always. Matthew 5:9 say, judge not and be ye not judged. And that's one thing that my friends always have said about me. They say, Tamika, we love you because you don't judge people. Heck no, I ain't judging nobody. Who am I to judge? But I tell you what, y'all know I ain't been feeling good. Now my darn head hurting. The devil trying to eat. You can't do that. Make me think, girl, you better go get checked for the C. Well, I ain't been around. I mean, I just went to the grocery store, had my mask on. Y'all know I ain't got nobody here, so.
No, I don't think that's what it is. You waited too long to eat something. You got to eat something.
Yeah, but I can't eat nothing because I was trying to eat. I had my plate in front of me trying to eat. I had some beef and noodles and gravy, and I took like 2 bites, and all of a sudden I just felt like here it stopped right here, and I was like, oh gosh. So I keep trying to sip on that ginger ale, and I just hope that my medicine went down.
Okay.
I don't want it to came back up, but I had to pause off for a minute. I feel better, but my head pounded.
Oh.
We're not gonna stay on too long. I'm about to ended at
Oh, we good. We've been on here what, an hour and a half, and when you got good conversation, it don't even seem like it.
I swear, it sure have been a long time, ain't it?
Yeah,
and we just be
That
talking.
little time went by fast.
it did. It did, cause I mean, I was like, I looked up at the clock just now. I was like, dang. I just like it when people act like they know everything, then go around tearing others down. Absolutely.
That's why I don't want to have a cult following. I like if it's always good to have to grow it organically.
Yes.
And have rapport with people, because that holds more dear than anything to me.
Right. That's true. Growing organically is so important. And like you just said, Miss Juicy, you never want to be surrounded by all yes people, because when you surrounded by all yes people, you can never grow really good as a person. Because I feel like if I've misspoken, if I said something wrong, please come and correct me, because I know I am not the all seeing eye. I just feel like none of us are above correction. I don't care how many subscribers you have. If you got 700, a 700,000, a 700, a 77, everyone can be corrected if they're wrong.
Exactly.
And if I'm wrong, please don't let me continue to speak wrongly amongst anybody. I don't care if I got 2 or 3 people in the chat. If I say something wrong, those 2-3 people down in the chat need to say, no, that's not right, Katie. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Okay, correct me. Let me know.
You know what? It's hard to come by people who aren't afraid to correct you, because some people don't want to correct you because they don't want to see you grow. So they know if they correct you, they know you're going to grow into something that they don't want to see.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So they won't correct you because they don't want you to get ahead of them. They see the potential in you that would help you get ahead of them. So you just have to surround your people with like-minded people who want to see you grow, who want to see you get ahead, who have confidence in themselves to know that they are going to get ahead, so they know that they will get ahead when it's their time. And if it's your time, they have no problem with letting you have your time. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right, Dee Dee. And I just think at the end of the day, everyone will have their time. Right. Even, when it comes to the growth on this YouTube platform, everybody will have their time. You can sit back, just continue to do your work, put your best foot forward, respect your people's time, respect people, and put out, content that that can reach somebody. Out of all the, when we jump out of chat, it could be 70, 80 people that didn't watch. Out of all those 70, 80 people, if 5 people have caught some of the knowledge that was spoken on here, you have done your job.
Right. Right. Malia 555, correct.
And like you said, Juicy, it's very important to grow organically. I don't want to be the one out here trying to buy views and buy subs. Like I could be out here talking about some BS, and I done went out here and brought 5,000 subs, 5,000 views, and somebody clicking on this video, seeing all these views, and they be like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good video," and they get on here and they're like, "What?"
I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want to buy no views and no subs, and I got mine organically too. I'm gonna tell you why, cause I'm gonna tell you something. Buying those views and those subs. First of all, if YouTube find out, I heard you took back to 0 and have to start over. But
really,
and then I know somebody who bought some views. I don't think they bought. Yeah, they did. They bought subs and they bought views.
Oh wow!
Somebody in a group that I was in, right? And I was like, I was thinking about looking at that, like, now wait a minute. Now I was like, that could help me. I'm so glad they within 2 days, all of them were gone. And they had no money, and you don't get no refund. I said, boy, I'd have been burned up. So that stuff, when you see that stuff where you can buy now Tasha K and them, if they saying that they buying theirs, they must be buying theirs from somebody expensive and high where they'll stick. I don't know. But if you see them little ads they have and saying that you can buy all these subs and all that stuff, like I said, that's why when I was getting my subscribers and I would get, be proud of my 800, my 900, and when I hit 1,000, I was posting it, and I posted on Facebook, and I was writing up under there. I said, and these are not bought. I said, these are organic because I know I got a cousin on there. Now, she got, she ain't hit her 1,000 subscribers yet because after I posted this on there, after I posted that, she started trying to slow down. But this is the one I was telling you about, Katie. Y'all got only 10 videos on there. And she got one video of her going to the Dollar General, buying some flowers, and she put them on her wall. Tell me why she almost got 50,000 views on that video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And her other videos got like 300 views. Wow. I know 50,000 people wanted to see you buy no flowers at the Dollar Tree.
That don't sound right.
It don't. But like I said, and every little bit, her subscribers kept going up and up and up. Now, ever since I posted that, which was about 2 months ago, her subscribers ain't moved no more. I said she don't got scared. I said she don't got scared because I wrote on there and I said these are organically. I said because if you get caught with YouTube, I said they will take you back to zero.
Oh my God.
She looked at that post and now she don't got scared. She ain't got no more subscribers ever since. And it's been 2 months.
Oh.
Yep.
I had been to a friend, a YouTube friend. I thought we were cool, but I just found out some things and I'm like, I went to them and because I saw that, I had more subs than them. They had a little bit less than me, and then they went past me. Like it was a back and forth thing between them and I. And then all of a sudden, I see them shoot by 1,500 real quick. So then I'm like, I just went to them. Maybe they can help me, show me, give me the directions to help me to get more organic subs. Like what platforms can I go to talk to other people? And then so I had asked them, and then they were like, well, do you want to buy subs? And then I'm like, what? Like I couldn't believe that they had actually asked me that. And I was like, no, I want to get mine from out the mud. Like I got to get mine out the mud because I feel like if I go through the work, the success would be so much more enjoyable. Yes. So after that happened, it's kind of like the connection between us kind of like died down. Like I really don't want to.
Oh wow!
I don't know. I want to be around like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Do they still have those subs? Have you checked to see if they still have those subs?
They still have those subs, but the thing is that how what we were discussing last time, where you said that you had a friend where she had a video that had a whole bunch of views, but she wasn't getting paid as much on that video as she was with the video who had about 800 views. Right. So it's like, all right, so you got all these views going on, but what's the duration? You know what I'm saying? What's the watch time on these videos? Because on my hair wash video, my view duration is really, really short. But on my videos where I'm interacting with my crowd, my view duration is way longer. Like my view duration on my hair videos is like a minute, like 2 minutes. But then if I'm sitting here interacting with everybody, if I'm talking to everybody, just having a talking dialogue on my video, I have like a 5-minute view duration. So I'm like, damn, I would rather have less videos and a longer view duration than higher views and a short view duration, because basically they're just clicking, looking at it for a little bit and then clicking back off. Like I want you to sit there and watch my video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And another thing, and another thing about that, YouTube already don't want to monetize you. YouTube will be looking into that stuff. They'll be picking through that stuff with a fine-tooth comb, and they will be so happy to take everything away and make you start all over.
I promise it's true.
I'd rather not.
Look, they said how to gain 1,000 subs in one night. Step one, buy subs.
Yes.
The baby sleeping, she hears laughing, she started laughing in her sleep.
Oh my God, really?
But yeah, like
I hope y'all can't see me. I'm in here with shirt pulled up and everything.
I'm so happy that I'm able to run across and be introduced to some really great people.
Right.
Katie Talks 101, Annoyingly Dee. My boo. She's not in the live right now, but the Divine One, Andrea Lynch, or was all hot talk.
It's all hot air.
I'm sorry.
I'm Andrea Lynch is the same person.
Like these girls are my sisters. Fly, Bree Love.
I know her too.
Kayla K. Even Danny. You know, I don't know if she's on YouTube anymore or whatever.
That's my Danny Biker chick.
Yeah, like
I mean, I be seeing her on there, and she do like a podcast thing, and she posts videos, but I don't hardly go to if I go to people's stuff, it be people like to look at their videos to give them a little bit watch time, but it's mainly y'all's, you know. But.
Yeah, even my mods. Not only that, Miss Tiff,
yeah,
mods, Hot Shot Radio. You have Let's Talk About It, his channel, Bama Girl, Joy's vlogs. Like it's a lot of different people that I'm coming across, and don't get me wrong, because some of them be in the beef sector, and I be kind of like restraining back because I do want to go on their platform and have open dialogue with them, because they do be talking about some stuff that be having me cracking up laughing. It's a lot of different people that I watch, and I just like I admire them because it takes a lot to either set up your green screen, to set up your camera, to come live and talk to people. You know, it takes a lot. You know, and I'm so appreciative to even be around some people and have certain dialogues with people that I'm meeting. You know, because I just deal with my people that I just know from in my hood or who I grew up with, you know, but I'm meeting new people slowly but surely, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all ladies.
Yes, we appreciate you too.
Yeah. Also I met someone who he opened up and started collabing. His name is Narada. I met him through the Divine One. Like them two, I love them to death. Them two, I really love them to death because behind the scenes, they really push me. Also, you know, my other people, Fly, Hot Shot, y'all as well. Like it's like my little community. I'm so happy that I have y'all in there, and you know, even my subscribers, like my subscribers are not subscribers. We family. Like we be over here having a good old time with a little key, especially on a late night. You know, which I gotta start coming on late. I gotta figure out a better schedule because I'll be going back to work soon. So I gotta figure out another schedule to implicate, like put my videos, do my lives, and you know all that other stuff like that, and then come on a panel with y'all. But that's in due time.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
No pressure, y'all.
Yeah, so
y'all know that we get on when we can.
Yeah,
okay.
Because if I had to get on the night, I'd be off by now. Good Lord, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I hope that you know all of us we are able to bring something different to YouTube because like. I don't care too much about the 1,000, but you know, 1,000 is good because you be able to be paid for your hard work and stuff like that. That's granted, but I really don't care about that. But the thing is meeting people, having conversation with dope people, and like exactly. See, like so let's go say I'm glad I found you. Yes, I'm glad I found you too. Thanks to Narada.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Miss Lyons, for subscribing to me. Thank you so much,
y'all. She's from the hair / gamer community from one of my I could call him my bro, Narada. He's so sweet, y'all. Y'all have to go subscribe to him too. He's so sweet.
Well, mine doesn't. If someone subscribed to me, just please let me know, because mine don't show me no more. I don't even come in my email. I'm like,
wow. I think
it depends if that person. I think if that person kind of privates their subscribers or privates.
Mine used to, and all of a sudden it just quit. But that's why I tell people to leave me a comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I get back to them that way. I grab them back that way.
Okay. Yeah, like, you know, I over here by you. I try to support everybody, even if you don't have a channel. I'm be, you know, so subscribing to you. Like, okay, you might start a channel one day, but I'm here. I'm here. You're never too big to support the other people on the way coming up too, because you never know that you might be on the same level as.
That's right. And I don't know if you ladies ever like look through your whole subscriber list, but I was looking through mine sometime last week, but I seen people with like 15,000 and 10,000 subscribers like subscribe to me. So I was like, oh my God.
Right.
And that is like so cool.
They need that Katie Talk 101. They know you got to
do with the dirt.
That's like because you'd be surprised who's watching you and what you have to bring. That's why, you know, for the people who are starting a channel, who have a channel, never get discouraged, because you never know what you might say to be that push for somebody to sit there, keep striving for better. And that's something that's needed, you know. Like, yeah, we could bring drama all day, we could curse people out all day, but what else can you bring to, you know? And that's my whole thing, because like, y'all understand, I'm so hyped that I have 851 people that actually want to hear what the hell I have to say. That is like, y'all hear me talk.
Okay.
Talk, you know, so that's a boost to me. Like, damn, there's people that really want to hear what the hell I gotta say.
Yes, like, no matter what you're talking about.
Exactly. You know, and it's such a wonderful feeling. And you know, everybody from when I started to now, they have been so super nice and dope. And, you know, it's encouraging. That's what inspires me to be like, you know what? I got to get up here and go live. Because, like, when I don't speak to y'all, I dead be missing y'all. Like, oh, you know, like missing y'all and missing the family, the sub family and stuff like that. Like, oh, you know, and we'll sit here and be like, oh, we're going to be on here for an hour and we'll be talking forever.
I swear. And then what you just said, Juicy, you know, sometimes we can get up here and be messy, but that's not all it is to us. But you got to think, look at those channels that started out being messy, you know, coming at other YouTubers, cussing folks out, and they're growing and growing and growing and growing. But look at those times when they're not being messy, when they're not talking about people, and they're just having regular celebrity chat, this, that, and other. Those numbers don't look the same.
Right.
So just like any relationship that you deal with in life, what they say, the way you started is the way it's gonna end.
Yeah.
And if you get on YouTube cussing people out, coming at certain YouTubers that you never met before in your darn life,
right?
And you got all this drama all amped up, and you got people pouring into your chat, like laughing and this and that. When you are not on that, those people ain't coming around.
Right. They wanting some kikis and some gossip and all that stuff. Cause like on my channel, y'all know we will start saying we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk about that. And y'all, we always run off the road. Next thing you know, we got are you in OnlyFans and this and we get so hyped up. Like I said, you remember what happened Friday? We so hyped up.
We had trolls in the chat and didn't even know it at first.
No, we saw naked men. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, y'all niggers are beautiful.
Yeah, that's what
I said, shut up, y'all. I said, be quiet. We're getting disrespected. And we got them out of there. We got them out of there. My name is Lackey. Look over here, and you can find me that way. Leave me a comment, and I will sub back to you. I will get right back to you.
Most definitely. And I'm Katie Talk 101.
Yes, me and Katie said yes, me and Katie said we was gonna work on some things. So Didi and Miss Juicy, we gonna tell y'all too. If you just look at the playback of our lives, we don't realize it. You don't realize it when you're up here. But when we look at the playback, Lord have mercy, we be cutting each other off and everything. We be
I think we're getting better at that.
Yeah, we be drowning the other one out, and we was laughing. Me and my daughter were laughing because at one point I was telling Katie talk about this. Didi was ready to say something. So then Katie started talking, and Didi said, that's okay. She's like, you go ahead, Katie. And I thought Katie was gonna say, no, you go ahead, Didi. Katie just started talking.
Hey, Miss Lucky. Miss Lucky, I said, let me get this out.
My daughter was laughing at us.
I said, let me get this out before I forget. Shit.
That's what happened.
Look, me and Katie older. Y'all gotta let us get out what we gonna say.
Because we gonna forget. I swear to God, we gonna forget.
Yeah.
You hear me? I'll be like, I'm a woman of a particular age. I'll be forgetting. I'll be like,
okay.
We're gonna need some notepad.
But yeah, so we working on that. Lord, let me show y'all.
Oh yeah, we working on that. We're working on that.
If y'all can y'all write your channels in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
And I have to mod y'all up too, so I need y'all to write.
It won't let me write the chat. I'm in comments, but it won't. Juicy, can you just drop mine?
Hold on.
Yeah, because it won't let me write. I can read.
Oh yeah, see if you can go to my channel and share it to your chat, because I can't do it. Because I'm on StreamYard from my phone.
I'm on
StreamYard. What I'll do is I'll add in the description when it plays back, I'll add each of y'all channels in the.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hold on, make sure.
I see my name. Thank you, boo. Y'all, I'm scared. I'm telling you, if my StreamYard, I'm gonna have to upgrade by Friday because I don't been using some hours, and so I'm gonna have to go ahead and upgrade because if it cut off, I'm gonna be looking stupid.
Yeah, but you know what too? Yeah, have y'all tried the other option that they have where you could do pre-recorded videos? I'm still trying to learn how to do that. So you can just do premieres. I think that don't take that much hours from you.
Well, I know that. And I know another thing also. If you be like, get ready to go past your hour, because they give you 20 hours a month. I pay. They give you 20 a month. I'm still gonna upgrade. But if you're on a live and you're at like, you don't hit your 20 hours, like for instance, we did 4 hours Friday. They won't cut you off. They'll let you finish 4 hours. Yeah. It won't cut off on you like that. I just always usually do just Fridays. And now since I started with y'all, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's adding up. I was like, so I'm just going to upgrade. I mean, I'm just going to upgrade it. And
it's $25 up there. It's $25. So
$25 for what?
For the
no, it's 20. I'm looking at
it.
It's 20 down in price. 39. 20 and 39 is the two options.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the 20. Because the 39 ain't really got much more. You can, with the 20, you can add 10 people, you can be unlimited, you can have your little picture, everything. So I use the 39 when you can do the 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the 20. Yeah. Oh, I
don't even notice when they take the money out because I pay subscription to them and to Patreon, and I pay a nice little coin for my Patreon, because when I I deal with the gaming stuff, so
that's, and y'all got to explain to me all about Patreon.
Well, I'm going to start doing Patreon, but I just got to figure out how to work it. I'm still learning, so I can't even explain to you. I'm still trying.
Yeah, and what you saying, I hear you keep saying StreamYard was 25 and it's 20, but I know when Sean Davieway first taught me how to use StreamYard, he kept saying 25, but now he'd be saying 20 now. But I was like, I wonder why. I wonder if he got that backwards. Do we get 25 hours a month, or 25 came from somewhere? Because I don't heard Sean say it before, but yeah, it's I looked at the upgrades, I pulled them up, and it's 20 and 39. So
they had to go down the price, because when I first was paying for it, it was 25.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm glad they went down. Tell them they need to go on down some more.
I know that's right.
But I want to get the Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, I heard about that.
I want to do some radio too, and I'm on stereo.
Oh yeah, that's
station head.
Yeah, that's when you can have people call in.
But people call in, like you see how mine have people call in.
Yeah,
I was looking
at
that.
I know, because look, I was one of the people that called in to Armand. It's on my Instagram and my Facebook. I called in, and he was like, we kept asking, what's the name of my new radio station? Everybody was getting it wrong. I was laying here on the bed. I called the number. Seen it in the chat, called the number. Next thing you know, I heard Armand say the last 4 digits. He said nobody else call in. He was like, the lines are full. It's at its limit. I can't take no more calls. I was just laying here, and I heard Armand say the last 4 digits of my number. And I looked, and then he said area code 704. And y'all can tell that I was shocked, because he was like, caller, you're on the air. And before he even finished it, I said, can you hear me? And he said, yes, I can hear you. He said, what's the name of my new radio station? I said, Real Talk Radio. And he played all this, hitting them horns and bells. And he was like, what's your cash app? Y'all, that's the first time I was, after my separation, that I was so proud to give him my last name, my married last name. I kept on making sure he got it right, too. I was like, $. And I gave it to him. And then about 5 minutes went by. I said, let me find out Armand tripping. And then my cash app went off. I was like, oh my God. And I gave you number too. It's in my phone. It's Armand Wiggins. Yep.
Now this what's up.
Yep, he really sent that. And I'm so glad that he didn't ask me none of the other questions, because I didn't know the answer to nothing else he asked.
I was answering those questions left or right. I'm like, listen, man. Because he remind me, he's such a kiki. He remind me of one of my best friends, David. And David, man, from when we was teenagers, he will have me in. He'll have us in here cracking up. He's so animated, and I'm just like, he remind me of like the guys from New York. Even though he's from California, he has a New York person's like aura,
personality.
Yeah, like he remind me of New York, like how he is.
Right.
With the fashion and how he's just like, I'm that nigga.
Right.
That's how a lot of us carry ourselves, because you can't tell us that we ain't popping.
Honey, all my kin folks live in New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, and you are right. Because I be on the phone with one of my cousins, y'all, and I just don't be understanding. He be wanting to keep me on the phone the whole time. That's the one I work for. No, because I'm in real estate. He be wanting to keep me on the phone the whole time. And the whole time we on the phone, this is the kind of things that we go through. So, Juicy, you'll know. He be like, late at night, he walking to go get something to eat. And I'm like, you walking? He's like, yeah, because the parking ain't good here. And I'm like, the parking ain't good. I'm trying to find a park.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, so he leave his car parked because he was like, oh, I got a good spot. So I'm just going to walk and go get me a sub. And I'm going to walk and go get this. And I'd be like, oh, my goodness. And so it feels like I'm in New York. when I'm on the
tell
phone.
you that is so New York, especially if you like you live in the houses or you live in the projects and stuff.
Right.
It seems like everybody live in the projects, they got a car, but a lot of them don't got no jobs. Like how that work?
Right.
And what's so crazy is this is for everybody living in New York that got a car. Once you park your car at a good spot,
yep, you better
unless it's like work and you're not coming back until the morning, and because you know how that ride around the block looking for
right,
and you gotta park far, then you gotta walk. Nobody wants to do that.
Let me tell you, Juicy. Let me tell you something else he done. He came outside to walk his dog, whose name is Gabbana. He walked outside to walk his dog one night, and he said, "Oh, wait a minute." He was like, "There's a better park." And he went and got his keys and got in his car and went and got that better park. And I'm like,
I be doing that sometime if I have the kids with me. Like I'll be like, "Stay in that parking spot."
Yeah.
And I have to run and try to get that parking spot. That happened to me the other day when we was at my aunt her repass.
Right.
And I parked all the way down the block, and then as soon as I get closer to the place where they having my family at, there's an open spot right there. I told my brother, I said, go get my car and bring it, and I'll park it. I'm gonna stand right here. So here I'm standing in the open parking spot like this.
And when y'all say certain things, he be like, I say, what you doing? He was like, "Oh, I'm pulling up at the market," and I be like, "The market, the grocery store." And then he'd be like, "I'm pulling up."
Say a different one. We'd be like bodega, the deli.
Yeah, I'm at the deli. I'm at the market, or he always at the gym, and I'm like, he just want me to stay on the phone with him. He be with me on the phone with him when he even trying on clothes. My anxiety get high if I'm not on the phone with you. I'll be like, "Lord, have mercy." But yeah,
that's New York stuff that we be.
Yeah, like I said, he's the one that's a teacher in Yonkers. And so,
don't let us see no possum or no raccoon. That's it. You be hearing us having a fit.
Are you serious?
Let me what the hell going on here?
What happened?
Neighbors, somebody banging on my Huh? Wait, Tiara? Hold on. Who at the door? Oh, like how y'all gonna go?
Look at that. Did he be like?
Wait.
Did he
like, wait, who that? I'm telling them that's my neighbor. I can hear them knocking at the door. Our knock is different. Our door sound different from their door.
Yeah, like New Orleans. Who that? Y'all done
see me sit there out and push this desk back?
Girl, I don't play either. I promise y'all. Y'all know I live alone. I ain't lying. I promise when I woke up the other morning, I heard somebody saying, I jumped up. I said, my alarm was still on, but still, I was like, who in there stretching? Nobody in there. I was peeping.
I plead the blood of Jesus in here.
And I do too. I plead the blood every night.
I know that's right.
I had a boyfriend one time, and I told him, we had just started dating. I told him, I said, I plead the blood of Jesus over us every night. He was like, "You're going to have to go on with that pleading the blood of Jesus mess. I don't pray like you pray. Guess what? Numbers changed and everything. He was trying his best to reach me. I blocked him off of everything.
Now you need somebody that got low spirituality.
God-fearing man. Yeah. Like I said, he didn't know all about my story, but it wasn't nothing but the devil with my husband. My husband was an usher and everything, and he just was so spiritual. He used to cry, and he just wanted to have more of Jesus. And we marriage counselors, and we was just some God-fearing people. And we
ain't listening because ain't doing so good. A lot of these pastors ain't doing so good.
And I called Dee. I called Dee Dee, and I hadn't told her anything because that was me and her first time ever talking on the phone, and she just knew exactly what to say. It's my first time ever telling somebody that, but it was. I feel like it was the Lord speaking through her because she just helped me out, made me see things clearer, and I was like, So that's what happened. It made me feel a lot better. So
and I'm happy that I'm happy that you're able to, because it's sometimes you need some. God will put people in your life, to give you a message that you wasn't paying attention to when it was in front of you. So sometimes he'll put people in your life to say, listen, this is what it is, and you take heed to that.
Right.
Because he will tell you but so many times. Then he
told me. The preacher told me. The preacher told me, he said, you don't understand now, but you will. And so it's been 4 years, and I do understand. I see why this had to happen, so this could happen and that could happen. And I thank God. I'll give God the glory.
Never question
Save my life.
Because even when right now with everything that's going on with Rona, and people are like, oh, this is but the whole thing was, if you take it as a blessing in disguise, you always try to take your negative and turn them to a positive.
Right.
If you take your blessing in disguise, there was people who were never making the amount of money that they're making, and they're getting that money right now because of unemployment. There are people who are benefiting. There are people who are turning from a worker to opportunity. Sorry. If I said
I was here, honey.
Because I have a whole 17-year-old. She started her own business with her own money. She's working and doing those things and going to school while she's able to stay home to go to school, then go to work after, so she don't have to worry about traveling. It's certain things that you might not like because you have to change your whole dynamics, but it's more so allowing you to focus on what's important.
Right.
And that's something that you have to look at and take it as a blessing. There's people who was going to work for 50 years, 40 years, that didn't even know they walking around with mental illness until they had to sit down and be by themselves or focus on stuff that was going on in their surroundings in their home. And you be so surprised. It's like, it's like 2020. Everybody said is 2020 vision. It really is, but it's how you look at that and how you take it in and what you do with it. So that's why I'm always optimistic. I always try to see the good in anything, even if it's a person who have done me wrong. I always try to look at the good in that person and try to give people benefit of the doubt. That's why I might hate you for today, but I will love you tomorrow.
Right.
And I'm that's how I am. It's just in me, and I'm big on karma. It's a lot of stuff. I know I'm sounding like Martin Luther King or something like that sometimes, but that's just in me, because I always have this thing, I might have messed up in my past. My past is not squeaky clean, but
my past ain't pretty, but my lady is.
But I just want to be good when it's time for me to close my eyes and I feel that I did everything that I'm supposed to. I don't want to be judged. I want to be like, okay, you can come through the gates.
Yeah. Another thing, guys, I just want to tell all of you guys, thank you, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. The way that we came together and the way I feel like God handpicked us, the way we came together, just think about it, y'all. We come together and we do more positive things, okay? Just think if we came together on this panel and argued every day, had some beef, we would all be monetized.
Oh, we would.
We would all be monetized. Because people, they come for the drama. And
that's what they do.
Talking junk to each other every day and doing all of that. And everybody would be ready to see what everybody got to say about each other. Putting people's business out there. I'd be like, Dee Dee ain't got her kids. So what you talking about, Dee Dee? You ain't your jam. And Katie, what you talking about? You got fired the other day, and boy, we would all be monetized. I'm telling you.
So you would be like, Katie, 5 people from your job caught corona. I heard you got corona.
I heard you got it now.
They're definitely.
I'm like, what the heck?
You got that.
And Juicy, I heard you got food stamp fraud, girl. Girl, look, so who you talking to? Yep.
Yep.
Y'all can say something about me. Y'all can tell. Well, Tamika, I found out why your husband really left.
Hey, Miss Lackey, then they gonna say, what happened to Glam and Gossip? I heard you kicked off the show.
Exactly. No.
She left.
What happened to Glam?
And
hey, you know what? You know what they'll do? They'll interview her. I'm gonna interview her and see what happened.
Listen, we got the messages.
I got the message. Hey, we got the receipt.
Yeah,
we got the receipt.
We love her. We support her.
Yeah, we love
right
her.
now. You know, she's doing other things, and that's that. And that's one thing I will tell you this. What I don't see nobody really doing. When you have a fallout with somebody over with you, if you met and had a YouTube shit with, don't bring that shit on no damn YouTube. It's nobody's business.
Yeah,
it's like. I'm going live to tell them what they did to me. I gotta tell you what they done did.
Yeah, because with Glam, we didn't have no fallout with her.
We did not fall out.
Yeah, she was busy, and
and our schedules don't match right now.
Hers, right?
And that might happen to me. I'll be going back to work. I ain't gonna be up early in the morning to sit here and do that. So things like that happen. Yeah, remember we are changing a lot of things in our lives right now. A lot of scheduling is different, so that's what it is. Things happen. There's big YouTubers right now that don't even have videos right now.
That's why Didi told her, if anything changes, we here like that. So,
yeah, like
I took her out of the group because I was like, I bet she ain't wanting to keep getting messages like when we going back and forth. Why her phone got to keep going off, and so that's why.
Yeah, she's not participating in it right now. She's trying to work. Like nobody wants to, because like for instance, I have my sisters, my YouTube sisters. We used to do Freestyle Friday, but right now I can't do it because they're all essential workers.
Right.
Like they stopped doing that whole YouTube thing. And and I'm like, okay, I waited for them because I don't want to start my Freestyle Friday and have other people on it, because it's the people who's gonna be like, oh, what happened to them? Why are you listening? No, I'll put that to the side when they get stuff taken down. Because one of my friends, she worked 2 jobs. She worked at one hospital, and after she leaves, she goes to the next hospital. Like,
oh wow,
like,
people be waiting for you to fall out. Okay.
Oh yeah.
My Bible verse just came through, y'all. So I'm gonna share it with y'all since I'm on with y'all. It said, God's hand. When you leave everything in God's hand, you will eventually see God's hand in everything.
There you
go.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
This came through just now.
Yeah, so and the thing is, I speak to them every day. I check up on them. They having real life things going on. One is about to be a grandmother. I'm so happy because me and my friends, we ain't experienced being grandmothers yet. We're not even in that stage yet, so it's something different.
I ain't no grandma either. I found out I ain't no grandma yet, and I ain't gonna be one yet. I told her,
when your friends experiencing something, it's like you experiencing it too, because it's like, okay,
like they planning something. They trying to plan to make me a grandma. I told them that is a lie. And that's another thing I want to give Didi her props, because guys, Didi is very busy. She busy. She's studying. She got 4 children, and she still make time to be on here. And Didi, I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate that, guys.
Yes,
yes, I know she's busy and stuff, and she's still trying to be here. So everybody, all of y'all are very great participants.
And my apologies, y'all. I was tired when I came in from that interview. I was tired.
I know.
They had us in a the little school desk. I'm like, my big ass can't fit in this thing. So my back started hurting. So when I came home, I was like, oh no, I gotta rest. I took me a pain pill real fast, laid down. If my grandmother didn't call me and say, what you cooking the kids, I would have been still asleep. Y'all have been like, where's Juicy at? We supposed to be doing a lot. I was sleeping. Right. But I thank y'all for that, and appreciate y'all for allowing me to reschedule the time so we could do it. Cause I was going to be at the point like, y'all, I'm about to take me a hot bath. We're gonna reschedule for another day.
We could, I'm telling you, because as sick as I was, I was like, that's fine, go ahead. And I said, well, maybe I'm gonna get better in a minute. I took nausea medicine, and then I was like, oh Lord. And so I don't have to excuse myself twice since we've been on here.
No, you good. Right. I was over here eating my little food and stuff here and there. That's
what I'm talking about. I don't got sick. The little food I was trying to put on my stomach, it's gone. It's gone. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna top of the line. I'm just gonna lay down, say my prayers, and try to
get some rest. But keep some crackers with you.
I got these Cheetos. Well, you know what? I got a few crackers over there on the bed in case my sugar dropped and stuff. But
yeah, you gotta keep some
ginger ale. It's regular ginger ale, so in case my sugar feel like it's dropping, I can have something to drink. That's the only thing I'm telling you. I miss about my husband, ex-husband, and my daughter. When they was here, it's like they was sensed that my sugar don't drop. And anytime it feel like the Lord just wake me up. I get up every time and be like, oh my God, my sugar don't drop. It just wakes me up.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of that. Remember, health is wealth. That's why I gotta try to cut down and do what I have to do. But
I do too.
Things happen, life happens, and you can't eat at that certain time. But when you do, make sure you eat and you eat healthy. And
guys, I've been eating healthy. For dinner last night, I had salmon, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Okay.
And that sounds good.
Yes, and it was good. So today I said I'm going to the grocery store and get me some healthy stuff for breakfast, right? I went and got some oatmeal, and then I got some grits, like that. Y'all, I ended up spending almost $200. Next thing you know, I was in there getting them Boston Market dinners. I was getting juices. I had got I seen these Cheetos. I mean, my buggy was overflowing. I said, oh my gosh. I kept trying to look. I didn't want to start putting stuff back, but I had them. I said, wait a minute. I said, I ain't put my MVP card in yet. Put that in. It took it down. And then I said, wait a minute. I got the coupons. Hold on. I was like, Lord, because I didn't go in there to spend that. I didn't.
Yeah, don't get me started. I'm a shopping shopper.
I am too. And another thing, y'all, I was hungry. You don't do that.
You don't never go.
You can't go grocery shopping on a hungry stomach.
That's true. That's like walking out the house horny.
Exactly.
Every guy you see gonna look sexy.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna hump on your leg.
Yeah, I just want to hump on it. Just stand right there.
Everything I got at the grocery store, everything I picked up, I pictured the meal that I was gonna make with it. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, if I picked up, my ground turkey, I start thinking about manwich or turkey burgers. I was just thinking about what all I was going to do with it. I was in there picking up everything. I said, oh my God. But at least I won't have to go to the store for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Like the beginning of like when all the stuff popped off from Rona, I would go and I would spend like $600 worth of food. And
I gotta have a stamp card.
And no, this is cash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I said I was tapping into my savings, I was tapping into my savings, and I was spending that money. That will last for like a good month and a half. Then I'll go and spend another like $4 something.
Well, you know what? Wait a minute, y'all. Because Juicy said the word savings. Let me tell you something. I had a guy, I rebuke him. He asked me. This is a guy that I was feeling now, but you got to realize he was young. Mm-hmm. He asked me, could I send him some money to go on a trip? Mind you,
I knew that was coming.
But wait till y'all hear the reason. I said, you told me you had all this money in your savings. I was like, Why would you ask me? I said, when you know I'm a single woman in a home paying $1,000 mortgage. I said, why would you ask me to send you some money? He said, because I didn't want to mess with my savings.
No, he didn't.
Nigga, yes, he did.
Oh my God.
All I could do, I couldn't even get mad. I laughed so hard at him and laughed. And he was like, you take me for a joke. I said, no,
you are a joke.
Stupid. Stupid. Man, I was like, that was so funny to me. I laughed like crazy. Even my daughter was laughing. That's stupid. You gonna tell me, ask me to send you money? And because you don't want to mess with your savings.
Wow.
Well, you think I was born last night?
Exactly. I was born at night, but not last night.
I know this.
I ain't sending nobody no money or nothing. And then come to find out, nigga ain't got no cash app. And then he said, you can Western Union it. You can.
No, he did.
I know you lying.
Want me to get up out my bed, go to the store, and send you a Western Union. Then on top of that, you gotta pay for a Western Union. You crazy?
And you gotta pay just to send him money.
$10, right?
Y'all know I don't even forget
$10. He wilding.
Well, that was a lot of the reason I did my little video tonight. I want to make sure y'all go check it out. Katie done already checked it out, but I was talking at a few people. I told Katie I was killing a few birds with one stone. So I hope every dude get to see it. I put it on Facebook. I put it up. Yeah. So I hope they all good to see it. One of them even commented. I don't killed one of them. One of them even commented. And he left the sweetest comment. And I left the sweetest one back. So did. That was funny. That was funny.
Wow. And that's so funny when they actually comment, the person you talking about comment on the stuff.
Absolutely.
That's the funniest part. When you be talking
about
a few people commented on it that I was talking about. When I said some other stuff, I seen it. You know what people do? They comment on your stuff to see if you're talking about them.
Oh yeah. To see how you gonna respond.
To see what your response is gonna be. So they can agree with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, you sure right. They be like, you sure right.
You right, girl. And then I be like, yeah, sis. Yeah.
They be guilty. They be like, talking about me? Yes, I'm talking about you. What you expect?
Right. If you know you don't done this to me, then you know I'm talking about you. So chill out, cut it out. You know what you done. You know, I know what you did last summer. Yeah. So that was just a 6-minute video that I just decided to run back there and just make. I went back there in my computer room and just made it, and I posted it. I forgot to even post my intro. I just posted. Yeah.
I gotta start remembering to post my intro on my upload.
I'm getting to post my intro all the time, except on Cardi B. Getting a divorce. I posted it on there, and that was it. And everybody was like,
I have an intro.
Yeah.
You don't have it? I had made my own.
Right now, hold on.
Yeah.
I got the regular one where it counts down like from 30, but there were some ones I made myself.
I want to count down. Wait a minute.
What was that?
Do that again.
Oh, hold on. I made this one.
I need that. I need that. I'll be realizing.
I have this other one.
I'll be realizing I'll be playing music before mine come on.
Oh, this one. Hold on.
Hey guys, it's Miss Juicy Review, and this is my life. Sit back and enjoy. All right.
I won't sell it. I won't sell it.
Like a sex operator. I was like,
I swear you do. You sound like you gonna ask them. So what do you have on? Go ahead and touch it.
Juicy sound like she on OnlyFans.
Don't she?
Wait. Speaking of that, I don't know if y'all follow Bama Girl Vlogs. she did a live the other night, right? And they was doing like a moaning contest. Y'all have to go check it out. When I say I was over there cracking up laughing, cause do y'all follow Captivating Christian?
I don't even know who that is. I know one thing. I'm gonna start getting paid for my service.
I know that's
all
right.
I'm saying is y'all need to go to her live.
Nick at Night said Cardi B at it again. Callers weigh in.
What Cardi B got going on?
I don't know what she done. Nick at Night just posted it 3 minutes ago. She said Cardi B at it again. Callers weigh in.
I gotta hit her auntie because her auntie gonna have to tell her about herself. Tell her, girl.
Auntie Niecy, you know me and Auntie Niecy be on the phone all the time.
I love her. I swear, I love her.
She be cutting the months, but she be trying to help me too because, like, when I'm in the store and stuff, and if I don't feel good, and she be like, just pick that up and get out of there. Just get that and get out of there. I be like, hi, Auntie Niecy.
When I say I love her, I love all of y'all. Like all of y'all that's in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I met Auntie Niecy. She followed me on Instagram, and I seen her in Hot Shots Live, and I never thought that I would end up being close to her like that, like talking to her. And y'all, wait a minute, let me tell you guys how I met Dee Dee. I was in the hospital, and that's when I had to get blood transfusions and iron infusions. They didn't know what was wrong with me. I kept passing out here at my house. I fell 6 times, and I was in a hospital, and she posted a video or something and was wondering what should she cook and I wrote up under it, and it was I said Taco Tuesday. I said make tacos for Taco Tuesday, and I think it was gonna be a Tuesday. It was that Monday I wrote it, and she was gonna do it the next day, but she said she didn't have the stuff, or she didn't have the stuff that day. It was on a Tuesday, and she wrote the next day on that Wednesday. She did her tacos, and she said, she said, I'm doing these tacos. She said, and this is for Miss Lackey, and she said her link is below. And that right there, that's what you call helping people. Not trying to steal nobody's shine, keep them from getting subscribers. When you drop somebody a link and trying to help them, that's real. That's genuine.
Yeah.
Right,
and I was in the hospital. And so when I seen her do that, and I seen her do that, and she put my name down there, I cried and cried. It made me cry and stuff. And that's how I met her.
Yeah, you'll be surprised who you meet along the way. Right, the person is genuine. That's all that matters.
Right.
You know, I'm thankful to have met people in the middle of my YouTube journey that are generally genuine. Because when I first started, it was like a big mess.
Right.
Oh, really?
What was going on? Because I met you through hearing your name somewhere, and then I start seeing you in lives and stuff, and then I came to your live one night, and I was like, you can't go by what other people say either, because I came to your live, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I love it here, and ever since then, I've been saying, that's my juicy baby. That's all I say. And then she started coming to my lives, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I don't want to hear. I ain't heard nothing either. I said, I don't know if I did. I don't remember, but I don't be in that stuff like that. But I was like, if somebody say something about her, then we got a different friendship. I ain't got nothing to do with whatever they talking about.
Yeah. No, I was on a panel with I started on a panel, which we wasn't really trying to be on a panel, but we was on a panel and we was addressing Ormond, and it was with Sunny. Her name was Sunny.
Girl, that's who I fell out with on her Sunny TV.
Yeah.
What happened
with me?
Pretty much, she was doing a lot of backhanded stuff, and she was putting a lot of the ones that was on the panel together. So,
and what was y'all talking about on the panel, Juicy?
We were saying, because I don't know if you remember when the whole Amon was calling the girl a monkey and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was calling Kaya a monkey.
it was like around that time he was just like getting it from each angle. And my whole thing was like I told him, I said, you know, change, people will start paying attention to you for change behavior.
Right.
Right.
And that's how things look. Like I never stopped watching him because of what's name, because I'm gonna be 100%. Me and my daughter was watching both seasons of when this girl came on. I was like, she's not cute. Her mama not cute, her sister not cute. So do we think she like a monkey too? But I understand the
concept of calling a black person a monkey.
Yes, I understand how that could that you know that's you'd never call someone a monkey, you know. But I have me and my friends have shit. My daughter's my kid's father. I get mad at him. I call him all type of stuff, but that's behind the scenes. Or you know, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I ain't never say some messed up stuff or whatever like that. You know,
you just didn't get on a platform and do it.
Yes, it's and the same thing like with the whole fish topic when T.S. Madison was saying what she was saying, and it was proportion. I knew because I have a lot of gay male friends who are part of the ballroom scene.
Me too.
Who use those words.
Right.
That's not used for us. That's used for for that around that scene. And
or if they do call a woman a fish, it's like saying that you're femme.
Like
you real feminine.
That's if you're around your good Judy. You're not just gonna say it to a stranger. That's like if me and my homegirl, I'm not gonna say, hey bitch, to none of y'all because we don't have that type of relationship.
I called Katie one today, but I wasn't calling her one. I was just
like that.
Our relationship is not on that level where I'm just gonna be that comfortable, just let my pussy and be like, hey, bitches. No,
me and Katie been down for a while, but we
gotta have some years, and even with some of my friends who we've been friends for 30 plus years. We started out with baby teeth. I still wouldn't call them that. It depends on the relationship with that person, where you at. You know, so that's the thing. Like, I'm not just gonna just jump out the window and do that, you know. And that's what it was. And you know, the me being on that panel with Sunny and other people, it didn't work out. Fine, I was able to gain friendships through me being on that panel and meeting other people. So, you know, it's okay. How everything went down over.
That's how Sean met Tiff West, Katie.
Oh, that's how he met her.
Yeah, that's how he met Tiff West because Sunny, I had just met Sunny, hadn't been known how long she was pregnant, and I was trying to help her and tell her, you know, I got a daughter, trying to talk nice to her and stuff. She introduced me to Sean and Tiff West at the same time. And that's why, y'all, I got a video of me doing my first live, and I bust out crying. And I said her name. I didn't care. I was like, I was on Sean and Tiff West came to my first live. And I was like, I said, I was on your, Sean said, what's wrong? He was right in the chat, what's wrong? I said, because I didn't even know if I was doing it right. He had taught me how to do it. I said, I was on your live. I said, and I told you that to check your inbox because I was doing my first live and I wanted to make sure I didn't go live the same time he did. And Sunny wrote in the chat and said, Sean, go check your inbox. If you check your inbox, you're gross. Hey, sis, said if you check your inbox, you're gross. And I was like,
my God.
Yeah. And I was like, is she talking to me? And I wrote back in the chat, I said, yes, Sean. I said, check your inbox. I said, because I'm unbothered. And she wrote back and said, hair flip. So if you look at that live, and I told you already, Katie, if you look at that live, I said, that's okay. I said, because God getting ready to show her up. I said, that's okay. God getting ready to show her up. It wasn't but 2 days later, Miss Juicy, he went down there to her house. And that's when all hell broke loose. And they went live down there. And when I came into the live, at the very end of the live, she put her head in there and said, hey, Miss Lackey, and jumped back out of it. Sean took that off. He edited that off. And then he followed me back on Instagram. And I was like, I thought you were already following me. He said, Sonny made me quit following you. He said, but I followed you back and it won't happen again. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't
She
even know that
really
girl, but God showed her up. He sure did, and Sean did a video. Lord, I told Katie the 2 videos to go look at because I didn't know what he was talking about. And when
she did. Let's just say she did a lot.
she did a lot.
And one who was hurt the most was Danny Biker Chick. She did Danny very wrong.
Oh,
And then while Sean was down her house, he saw where she had made a fake profile, and she was Danny Biker Chick. So
did she delete one of his videos?
Sonny did. Sonny deleted more than one of his videos.
She deleted a few of them.
She deleted a few of them, the ones that had the views in the thousands, because that was his first time ever getting videos in the thousands.
Oh,
She deleted those, and so he did one video, and he kept laughing, and he was like, "You better hope it wasn't you." And he went, and that video, you're gonna love it. I'm talking about, he went off. So then the second video he did, he had found out it was her. YouTube told him it was deleted from California.
oh,
Yep. And he went off. And that's when he started posting pictures on Instagram. It was a mess. All I said was, dang, God, you moved quick.
oh, he moved quick.
He moved fast on that.
They say God moved quicker in the last days.
He sure do. Hey, Miss Juicy. I'm so sorry I was on my friend's live. You fine, baby. We got started late. It's all hot air. We got started late, honey. I don't feel good. I don't have to put my avatar up here twice.
Oh yeah, we about to get on up out here. We've been out here 2.5 hours now.
I was sick.
But I thank you so much, Andrea Boo, for stopping in. I definitely appreciate it.
We enjoyed you too, as always.
I enjoy all of y'all, like always. And tomorrow is my day. Tomorrow my day. So y'all go and hit up Katie Talk 101.
Yes, and it's all hot air. I've been talking about you. I told them I've been trying to text you and stuff. I said, cause Andrea be great in this. I said, this conversation, Andrea be great in.
But she can come to my channel tomorrow. If she want to come check out what we talking about.
I'll tell her.
I'm putting up everything.
Text you. It's our hot air. Katie's going live tomorrow, and we gonna come over there and stuff. I don't feel good, sis.
Yeah, I'm about to jump on off now. I'm gonna drop my link down in the chat.
Okay, and I love y'all. Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Okay.
Later, Katie. Oh. Okay, well. Oh, let me take this off. I just want to thank everyone for coming on the live, on the panel, and, spending some time with me. And for everyone that's tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. I was going to say, y'all be safe out there. Hey, CC. It's okay. You can catch the replay. We done touched on so many different things. Oh, excuse me. Y'all can catch us on Katie Talk 101 on her channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. We'll be going to different each other channels, doing core support. So definitely go and subscribe to those channels that I have posted up. As well. Hold on, put it up here. Shout out to the people, shout out to the family. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I have some stuff in the works as well. So look out for that. I have some little lives I will be doing. Also, just look out for that. What else? I have something planning as well. But nonetheless, definitely check out my girls. I will be doing a live on the full review of Lovecraft Country. I'll be doing that tomorrow early, probably like 5 or 6 o'clock. if it depends, because I have another obligation where I'll be on Katie's Talk 101. If anything, I gotta figure it out, but just look out for that live. Look out for Katie's Talk 101 live as well. Also, go subscribe to all of the ladies. Go subscribe to everybody. From Miss Tiff Tiff, from the Divine One, annoying as Dee Dee, Katie's Talk 101, Miss Lackey, Hot Shot Radio. There's a few others. It's like we have like a big I could say I have some really dope people that's content creators out here. You have It's All Hot Air. It's so many people, so many dope people that I have came across. Check out African Hair God. That's the bro right there. Who else? Yeah, it's so many different people that, you know, this is a community where we support each other. It's a village. We try to bring different insights of different conversations that need to be had, and, you know, just come, enjoy, and support. That's what it's about. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to tell your story, definitely write it down in the chat. You know, I'll definitely get back to you. I definitely communicate with everyone. Like I said, I want y'all to be safe. Use your hand sanitizers, wear your gloves, wear your mask. Make sure you stay 6 feet apart. And that's all I got. I love y'all guys. I appreciate you guys. Just know that the love is given back 100%. And till next time.